So late afternoon, we've arrived in another town. This one's called San Cristobal, but just as the van dropped us off and Laura told us that we had to walk to the hotel, it bucketed down. It rained so hard. Thankfully, one of my packs has a cover, the other one I forgot to bring. Dope. But we all got to the hotel okay, and it stopped raining now, so I can go for a walk. Yay! But anyway, let me introduce myself. My name's Anne, and my channel is Anne's Space, which you probably already know because you will have clicked on it or you'll have come back as a follower. Now, I'm a traveller. Sometimes I travel in Australia in my van, and sometimes I'm overseas. So currently I'm traveling around Central America, and I'm traveling with the tour group Intrepid Travel. So I've arrived at San Cristobal, and I'm going to share that with you now. So I hope you enjoy it as much as I did. And look at that, down the end of our street. So yes, it's very bright, but I walked all the way up the street to this church. I'm going to go up those stairs and check it out. Oh, that sun is so bright. Yep, definitely worth climbing up those stairs to get this awesome view. It was a little steamy down there, but wow. I've just come round the back of the Guadalupe church, the one at the top of the stairs, and this is my view. And yeah, like this weather's suddenly warmed up, a little bit of fog down there. But look at all the market gardens. Like, who would have thought? And they call this the Highlands, so I must check to see actually how high it is. And this is where I am behind the church. And the temperature's like dropped so much. I wasn't complaining about the cooler climate. It was wonderful to be able to wander around in the daytime and then into the evening and not be all hot and sweaty. And as luck would have it, I chanced upon these dancers in the square. So I spent ages watching them because, as you'll see, there's such a variety of types of dancers. It was so much fun. Reasonably early, and I thought I'd go to a lookout, but it was really foggy. So I came on a side street and I came across these markets, they're local markets, and there is just literally everything here. Like these guys over here hauling this big load of stuff. There's all fruit, there's mass-produced things, there's things made at home. It's just amazing. It's so cool to come down into this environment. I'm inside markets now. All sorts of things happening here. Of course, there's lots of dogs. There's always lots of dogs. This obviously seems to be the meat market. All sorts of meat here, and like it's wonderful because there's no flies, which is so good. And yeah, we got the dried fish down there. Dried fish. Butchers. And a little smelly, but not too bad. Amazing, now we're down with all the sausages. So cool. Come down to the square now. It's sort of the bottom of the historic centre where I've been this morning. Definitely not the historic centre, just where the locals are. Some amazing buildings here. So many old buildings. The ladies are all here doing their stuff. Pretty cool seeing the fog still hanging around, but it's really warmed up in the last half hour. Love wandering these back streets. It's a hive of activity. So we've come out of town about half an hour. Our mission is to go to a church that's in the Mayan area, but first of all we're going to go through markets and I'll show you some of them. I don't know. So we just went inside the church and there was no photography at all. It was just amazing, like all these different plants were burning, particularly chamomile. It was covered in smoke, like, you know, you really have your sinuses cleaned now. And there was just a mass of people. We wended our way through and they were drinking, and there's drink, and it was water with herbs in it. They were doing some weaving of the flaxes. It was just incredible, nothing that I've ever seen. And yeah, you definitely have to Google it, and I will put in the name of this village because it had markets as well, like I've already shared with you. So more to go inside the church. When I was out this morning, it was so quiet, and this is what it's like at midday. And we've just seen a roadside check with all the police checking everybody's licenses and identity to make sure that they are supposed to be here. After being with the group for a few hours, I headed off on my own again. I'd heard about this church right at the top of the hill. There is just so many of these really cool old churches, but often there's things in front of them and it's so hard to get a decent shot. I'm still loving this town. It's so nice. I'm doing a blend of spending time with the others and spending time on my own. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And I'm going up a hill. So I'm not quite sure how steep this hill will be, but we'll soon find out. So that's where I'm heading. Up those stairs over there. Looks like a lot of switchbacks, I think. Ah, nearly there. Only 3 more levels. It is certainly pretty steep. And we're at 2,200 meters in the town. So it's probably 2,500 meters up here. And yep, I'm puffing. So I'm not quite sure if this monument was worth the effort. Yes, there's kids screaming in the background. But yeah, the church is pretty cool. And just coming up those stairs and having that bird's eye view back into the San Cristobal was pretty cool. So this is the Museum of Amber. So I'm not sure if this is open because this sign says 10 to 2 and 4 to 8. So, but this looks like a church, not a museum. And there's lots of people hanging around. But surely, like it's 3 o'clock, they wouldn't be hanging around for an hour. I'll go and poke my head into the church. Stuff here. This is like a menthol jelly. And there's a liqueur
Están 100 pesos el shot.
And then this
Completo.
one's got a scorpion head. So literally every market I go into, they want to give me a sample of alcohol. I don't know how many samples I've had, but here's some more, and I gotta love the colours of these. Have a look at this. Like, how many more colours could you have? Just so many markets, and in this area of Cristobal, San Cristobal, sorry, forgot for a moment, there's just everything, and people are definitely into buying it. I mean, I have to think that I've still got many more countries to go through, so I can't be buying right now. And after getting sick in Albania, I'm certainly not going to eat cheese from a market. So I've come into the big building at the bottom of the town square. Now I did ask Laura about it this morning, and she says it has lots of different exhibitions, and this is just one that's on in March. Coming here in March/April is a bonus because there's so much going on. And in this city of San Cristobal, they're trying to really promote tourism. So it's good that Intrepid brings us here, and I'll show you some of the art as I wander around. So I've just come upstairs in the gallery, and this area is actually the archive area. So yeah, there's some archive books and so forth. I can't understand a word of it, but I'll have a look around anyway. Back when this was finished. Gosh, you wouldn't want it to storm, would you? So just went to the Jade Museum. It's quite a way away from everything else, and it was just amazing. Jade's beautiful, you know, there's no question about it, and the fact that each piece was special, and you know, there was nothing that was duplicated. So yeah, really good. But look how quiet the street is, and even down the other way it's really quiet. I love finding these little streets, and those who watch my channel regularly will know that I search out the back streets, take me away from the tourists, and I think this is what makes me a traveller. And I know a lot of the people that I'm travelling with in this group are also travellers. So I've just paid the 80 peso, which is a little under $8 to come into Narbolum, which is a cultural museum. Look at the beautiful light. It's a really nice time to be here. And looks like we've got signs in English as well, which is really good. So this area was a display of archaeological findings of Francis Blom and photographic work from his wife Gertrude. Amazing display, and they discovered a lot of the Mayan work, both artifacts and also working with the people.
Friends and how we like to wake up in slow motion, think about the things we'll never do. We'll talk about the ocean, but never use the lotion. It's not like I got anything to lose. One day I saw a painting, then you started dating. Maybe you should hang me out to dry. 4 years ago you gave me a little explanation of how you don't know how to take.
And there's a whole nother area. This place is magnificent. I hope some of the others managed to find their way here.
Bye.
It's a special garden the guy at the counter told me about, and he said there's a little building in here that I can go inside. Cool garden though. It is very cool. They've got a whole like nursery going on here. Very sustainable. Love this place. It's like a library or something. Oodles of books over there. So this museum was absolutely fantastic. I spent ages wandering around just exploring, and I seemed to be the only one there. Now, it was very late in the afternoon, which might explain it, but what a wonderful photographer this woman was, and all those artifacts. Oh man, so absolutely well worth that little walk out of town. I then met up with the rest of the group and we went to this really cool place where we could get the sweet corn cup.
No tiene servido tampoco, ¿verdad? Me voy a quedar sin elote.
¿Probaste el pie?
No pude, se los tuve que regalar porque soy vegana. Me dio mucha pena, pero sí les encantó y también por eso regresaron.
Excuse me, Laura, can you just run through for me exactly what's in it?
Yes, so what makes this one so special is the fact that he grills the corn. So that he basically, con todo. He basically shreds the corn and grills it with different spices, which are secret. And then he puts mayo, cheese, lime juice, salt, and spicy sauce made out of peanuts.
Perfect. And then there's cranberry.
The cranberry sauce is at the side.
So we all absolutely loved our sweet corn cups, and so glad that Laura brought us to her friend's shop. And then we had dinner and it was time to leave San Cristobal the next morning, but there was more to come. We headed off and we saw temples, we saw waterfalls, we had an amazing time continuing traveling with my intrepid group. So that's enough for this video, and the next video should be out in probably a week or so. So thanks for watching till the end, and until next time, bye for now. And remember, give us a thumbs up or even follow the channel.